All right, so welcome to another update. And of course, me have to give my input on the Bounty Killer saga online, right? But I don't want just speak, make the narrative sound the way I want it to go. I'm going to talk about things from the grassroots up so that you, the listeners, can also think for yourself and, you know, make we reason it out and so what makes sense and what don't make sense. All right, so most of you guys by now would have seen how Bounty Killer behave online. Every single thing towards Kartel, him try to, or better yet, everybody him try to set up against Vibes Kartel. Him try to cuss every Gaza fans and isn't it, every single thing him try to make you look like Kartel is just the worst, right? Of course, he's entitled to his opinion and him know why him feel the way how him feel. So let's look back in the early stage, right? Vibes Cartel came on the scene. Bounty Killer basically gave him the platform. Bounty Killer saw that he was talented, gave him the platform. Of course, then Bounty Killer was known as the Warlord, and being as the new recruit in the alliance, or next to Bounty Killer, him consider himself the War Angel, and we all know what happened at Sting and all of that good stuff. So basically, the man really are one of them man the way into that lyrical war thing from day one. Of course, dancehall was built off, clash and all of that stuff. You always have rivalry, right? Not physical, but musically. So what Cartel did was went up against Assassin. Now, at that time, Cartel was Alliance, Assassin was Red Square, led by Spragga Benz. Now, when Cartel and Assassin are go at it, Spragga Benz decides to go in and defend Assassin. I don't think a losing thinks the Assassin would lose or whatever. I don't know. And just decides to hear what. I'm a friend that, so anything my friend in me I go jump in it. At that point, Cartel probably did a hopes the Bounty Killer would step in and defend him, because that would have make sense. Because Spragga Benz a different assassin, it would only right for Bounty different Cartel. But Bounty Killer never go in it. Bounty Killer wash him hands from it. I don't remember what was said back then. That thing Bounty Killer had said something like him now I don't remember the exact thing, so I not really want to quote him wrong, but he had said something and like him now want to be a part of that. So that's a one thing, you see me? So he never try a different Cartel there. Right? Anyway, moving up, Cartel and Bounty Killer and Beat Man always have them differences. But in 2004, Cartel and Beat Man do a song. Birth Specialist, big, big, big song, massive hit. So, of course, even though Beenie Man and Bounty Killer have them differences, I think it was mature that, Cartel could still do a song with Beenie Man, get a big hit, because at the end of the day, music, it's business, right? We can't have feelings and segregate. So, you see me? Everything seemingly was all good then. Now, remember, Cartel and D'Angel was also cool, because remember, D'Angel did there with Bounty Killer. Now, few years later, 2006, Beenie Man got married D'Angel, and of course, Cartel went to the wedding, right? It can assume, say that Cartel went because he was friends with D'Angel, or he just went to support Beenie Man, because even though Beenie Man and Bounty Killer are war, him and Beenie Man cool, right? But basically what Cartel said that, him and Angel are the friends, so really and truly, the visit was to support Angel and not necessarily Beenie Man. Bounty Killer took offense to that because Cartel go to the wedding. And not only just that, because Cartel also did a song with the Angel saying that, your baby father. And because in the same period of time, them basically did still have the back and forth. Because I know say Beenie Man used everything to basically troll Bounty Killer back then. And it's like when Angel did pregnant, it's like them must say, I can't Bounty Killer baby and all of that good stuff. So Cartel now do a song with the Angel, your baby father. So that basically the icing on the cake. You get me? I mean, you can look on and say, boy, Cartel shouldn't get himself in that they mixed it. But besides the picking side, music is first. Remember, say music Cartel also I do. And these men probably are not even friends in real life to the, yes, I mean, just on media, they move good because they're part of one group, so to speak. Anyway, Cartel get a call, say, yo, he's no longer part of the alliance. No, this is where everything take a turn. I'm gonna try to speed up it, make this video done quick. When Cartel get the call, say, yo, him no longer part of alliance. No, the entire Kingston start blackball Cartel. A lot of you guys probably never know this, but the entire Kingston, radio now play Cartel song, selector now play Cartel song, producer now use Cartel. Nobody, because guess what? At that point, everybody see Bounty Killer as a general. So if Bounty Killer say nah use Cartel, nobody else now use Cartel, which is why back then they so to speak gatekeeping and system start, because back then if you don't say alliance, it's like you can't get that break there. You have to say alliance, because alliance was the biggest entity at that point. But anyways, nobody now use Cartel. So Cartel basically now have to stop trying to get the break at Kingston no more. Stop trying to get the hits them from Kingston, because nobody at Kingston now really push him thing. So Cartel start linger a beer, start link with some beer youth, some beer promoter, some beer selector. You see me? Cartel start use some marketing strategy. He start get some beer selector, some dub plate. He start show up at some party a beer. And the entire mobile now start say Cartel, start say Gaza. So now at the second city that are the next big thing. So Cartel start get a buzz wicked in a second city. And the movement was so big, it's like now the entire Jamaica start to accept back Cartel, and worse. At that point, Cartel now start go against everybody in an alliance, because here, when they done kick me out already, when they done blackball me, so what else can go wrong? Him start go against them. And at that point, nobody probably in alliance wouldn't be worthy enough. And Movada was this young, fresh blood, and him decide to take it up, and from this, so the Goli and Gaza start. Now everybody know the issue with Goli and Gaza and whatever. We don't need to get into that. But during the midst of the clash, Kartel always had this Bounty, because Bounty, of course, at the end of the stream, is the general. So him always go for Bounty. Bounty now answer him, Bounty now answer him. Again, Bounty now answer him for whatever reason. I don't want to speak for Bounty. Probably him just say, guess what? Who is Kartel for me go war against Kartel? As well as in goes can say, make Kartel getting a stripe off of him. Or he can say, guess what? That youth are too bad, it probably risky. We don't know. Him know why him never did that answer Kartel for many years, until now. Bounty Killer decides say he go drop song now for Kartel, and him do a few songs. I don't remember how much. And Kartel did respond, but at the point when Kartel did respond to Bounty, is like the fire for that day clash, then nothing they did it no more. It don't make no sense. And then at one point now, Kartel just start ignore Bounty, start ignore everybody, and Kartel stop do song for people, because at that point Kartel became the giant now. So it's like him not need it no more. So him stop war with people. Him we chose some shots, but him not really this nobody directly, and all of that good stuff. Whatever. Now, when Kartel comes to Bams now and get incarcerated, remember sometime prison changed the way a man view things, it changed a certain perspective. So when Kartel got prison, remember when Kartel got prison, him and Bounty Killer wasn't friend, him and nobody wasn't friend at that point. Right? Me man Spraga Benz never friend, same way, nobody. When him go prison, of course, this man at the time, and the early part of prison, everything did just as before, but it reached to a point where like some things start change. Him basically start make peace with Bounty Killer, and Bounty Killer do the same. You get me? But even in the midst of everything, Bounty Killer still no one then when the man make speech or reference, him normally say, yo, the devil do this to Kartel or whatsoever. Some speech him normally make. You get me? Because a Bounty Killer that. You see me? But as I say, Kartel at that point tried to, you see me, consider Bounty and father again, and him speak. When I talk about Bounty, him not speak nothing really negative towards Bounty at that point when him in a prison, until Bounty Killer now start say, yo, freedom is a must, and them get cool. Cool to the point where them even do a song together and all of that stuff. So them did good at one point. Now, fast forward, Kartel released from prison. Kartel released from prison, Bounty Killer seems happy, everybody seems cool. Kartel come out him say him change, certain things him not do no more, and all of that good stuff. You get me? Um, Keep in mind when Kartel did in a prison, Kartel are the one where they make a post and say, yo, that youth when near massacre, bad, bad, bad. By 2020, go be a worthy opponent. I don't remember for 2016, 2017, or when he didn't make that post, but he did make a post highlighting massacre. That time there, nobody now use massacre, nobody now say nothing about massacre. Kartel highlight him on him platform and him their prison. You get me? But of course, Massacre has a show Kartel respect during his course of his career. Massacre on the scene from about 2011, thereabout. Now, when Kartel come out, certain things Kartel now do Kartel a focus on film thing. Of course, Kartel would have known some things they want change in their life. Perhaps the friends them, perhaps the company them, perhaps going certain places doing certain things. So the man make certain changes. Bounty Killer come at Freedom Street, give him a support, give him a strength and whatever. Now, when this back and forth argument with this king thing now start, Bounty Killer, um, you know, I think Bounty Killer did in support of Kartel being king when it come across as if like it's somewhat seemingly shading being a man. But at the same time, Bontikila is trying to stay neutral because him and Beanie Man are so good. No one, me not sure if you know want Beanie Man feel certain type of way. I don't know what going on them mind, me can't speak for them. But when the whole thing are going about Kartel being king, Kartel is that all of a sudden, Bontikila make a post about him have three king, Kartel, being Kartel Movada and Busy Signal. Again, nothing is wrong with that, but I can see why some fans would have felt offended by it and saying that as everybody had declared Kartel king, yeah, push up two more youth and I say, oh, I'm a three king son, I have Ray, like you try to change the narrative, whatever. But again, Bounty Killer is not in the wrong if he feel that way and make that post. That's his choice, his opinion, nothing is wrong. Apparently, one youth to name Gaza uncle must say disrespect killer because of the post. Tell him about him, mother. You see me? I mean, that I did way back from last year. No, Gaza uncle is a strong supporter of Kartel, like a lot of fans are, right? But the soccer mother when tell Bounty Killer, I don't think Bounty Killer did pay it much mind then because probably Gaza uncle wasn't a nobody then. No, fast forward back now to the clash between Massacre and Tamale. Bounty Killer and Tamale and a friend, of course, so he goes support Massacre. Now, what struck some fans is when Massacre now start say some things about Kartel, I go against Kartel, and like Bounty Killer support it, Bounty Killer like it, people are say, yo, no, sir. So people start call out Bounty. Call them a call out Bounty now, Bounty start follow up everybody and accost people too, and not disrespect people, of course. And it's like now at that point, everything turned chaos. Bounty start with for the better. And then now, Bounty Killer now go see Gaza uncle Gaza Kartel show and Gaza uncle make post with him and Kartel like take picture and so forth and like whatever. And that put the icing on the cake because he must say, boy, oh, Kartel affiliate with these persons and Ray. But remember, at the time when Gaza uncle this killer, probably Kartel not even didn't know about it. Probably Kartel even did really follow it up that much. And honestly, Kartel and Gaza uncle don't par. Gaza uncle just a big supporter of Kartel and Kartel just acknowledge Gaza uncle. That's it. Kartel now watch or focus on everything with Gaza uncle do. Fear try correct everything with Gaza uncle do. But Bounty Killer now start this Kartel because he must say Kartel at the end of the stream. And if Kartel not put a stoppage to the fans them where disrespect him, Bounty Killer put himself in harm's way and harms are reach him. Why Kartel for keep on a come out now and I try disapprove everything what somebody say about Bounty Killer? That not really make any sense. But nonetheless, Bounty Killer start continue. Right? Anyway, reach to the point now where Bounty Killer now start like I encourage Massacre now to go for Kartel, like him a try use Massacre. You get me? To the point where it seems like Massacre start realize a Bounty Killer because I realize a Massacre now to repost Bounty Killer thing them again. Who knows? It reached to a point where everybody realize what Bounty Killer is do it don't really make sense because now him start even a push Movado. Like that's all news. Like for why? Now think about it now as fans, how it makes sense. Remember, Bounty Killer is the one that says that the reason why I'm going to go for Kartel, because Kartel never come out and tell the fans them for not say certain things or whatsoever. Remember, Gaza uncle telling Bounty Killer about him mother did from way down the last year. Right? No, Kartel never dare follow up the clash. Even if he might hear the song them, I don't think he might pay much care to it. You get me? As I realized him not like him, not support him, not share nothing for even family. Because the man just not business, the man not depend that agenda there. You get me? No, Nuffy did something, I said some things towards the Grammy. And because Kartel put out a statement now, that make it worse because Bounty Killer said, so you can put out a statement for protect the Grammy or shame face from the Grammy because I went off said, but you couldn't do it for me. No, remember, I want to know, follow me. MC Nuffy basically par with Kartel. Whether them not 100% good, no, they par together. Up and down all over the world together. So whatever Nuffy said, you know, say a Kartel right and that. So to, you know what I mean, right and them close. So it go look like Kartel in agreement or whatsoever. Gaza uncle and Kartel don't par. Gaza uncle is just a fan and a supporter of Kartel, and Kartel acknowledge that. So at the end of the day, Kartel can't control what Gaza uncle do or say, right? And why would Kartel go to every fans who say something bad and I try to correct them? MC nothing now and Kartel a friend like that, so him can correct MC nothing because man in power. And it will what MC nothing do all more weight. Now if MC nothing chance to Matus, any of them do something, it go seems like Kartel co-sign it. So when them do certain things, Kartel of course have to come out and say, yo, cut that. Cut that. But Bounty Killer think otherwise. So more you guys know the fans, so think about it. You really think Bounty Killer is so upset to the point where him claiming him go do this song for Kartel, he start repost back all of the this song them, him continue drive massacre against Kartel, him throw shades or massacre the best thing right now, and gonna kill them already and he go kill them again and all of them something there. You don't think Bounty Killer is doing all of that because when a Kartel supporters them, or when a Kartel fans, or Kartel link with, tell Bounty to go suck your mother, and Kartel never address it, which we don't know if it was addressed privately. Whatever, it don't really matter. Or okay, because him a pick side between the Warri family and Massacre, and fans are disrespect him about it. So because of that, him a go against Kartel. Like, think about it. Think about it for a second. That's all like it makes sense. But remember, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, so we can't speak on it. But we have to work off of what we see out on the media and what everybody is out made aware of. But that no sound, none of that no sound good as to why Bounty Killer behave towards Kartel. Because even them say Kartel listen much time, Kartel never tell him to suck him mind all the years when Kartel had go against him. And we've even observed Footer Hype, this Bounty Killer, wicked. And in the troll Footer Hype, in the follow up Footer Hype, him leave it. But my follow up Kartel, troll Kartel, and I do every single thing. Because when a Kartel supporters tell him to suck him mother, and him never do nothing about it. Bounty Killer have Kartel number. Him never call Kartel, him never link Kartel. Them couldn't talk about this half year. Something right and it don't make sense. To me, honestly. It's more than that. But guess what? I don't know fully for sure. I work off of what Kartel say, what Kartel do, what Bounty Killer say, what Bounty Killer do. Would I want you guys to also comment, share, make me know your thoughts on all our go and make me know what you think about what Bounty Killer do, what Bounty Killer say, and tell me if that makes sense or what does this seems like to you guys. Right, that video kind of too long, so I'm gonna cut it this so, and in the future we can talk more upon that topic again. All right, that is it.